Hello, everyone, and welcome to Side Tangents, where we get so off the rails, only two of us plop down into a completely different campaign. Mars and Artemis got left on the tracks.
That's fine.
But yes, this is the very first one, so just a little explanation. Side Tangents is anything not involving all four of us in sort of mini campaign. So not quite one-shots, but not the whole epic spanning story that we usually have. You're still gonna get a hell of a story.
It's just a more segmented version, a not as long version.
Yes.
It's basically anything longer than a 3-shot, but it shouldn't go for 4 years. We'll see.
It shouldn't.
Releasing once a month, who's to say? But
who's to say? But yes. Oh yeah, with me I have
Cody, she, they.
Playing someone
who we will get to in a minute.
And I'm Emily, they, them. And hey, guess what? I play everyone else in the world. Various pronouns. But mine are they, them. I said that, right?
I think so.
I don't know. Just to remind you.
This is our side tangent. We will also have our own mini side tangents within the side tangent.
Yes.
It's fine.
Just like that, we're still not on meds. At least not ADHD meds.
I don't have meds.
This is true.
Outside of the occasional Tylenol.
But yeah, it's just the same, just in a little bite-size stuff. And we're playing TOV.
I was about to say, and to make it a little bit different, we're playing Tales of the Valiant this go around instead of D&D.
Not that different from D&D, but don't worry if you get a little lost. Along the way, we'll explain different mechanics as they come up, instead of just sitting here giving you the full lowdown. If you're on the patience tier, there is an unmedicated where we go more in depth into Tales of the Valiant and what we're excited about.
We did that a couple of months ago. Even a few more months ago once this releases. We are recording in September at the moment.
Yeah.
And this is coming out Jan 1st. Or January.
Yeah, I think it...
I don't know. In January.
Yeah. Was so professional.
Soups, bruv.
But shall we begin?
We shall.
In a tower, hidden from the world in a shroud of mist. Inside, at the tallest peak, there sits a being in a large chair. Slender fingers tap on the desk as the door to this room opens and a small, emaciated, mouse-like beastkin pops their head in. You called for me, Master? Yes. The soft voice, it almost echoes in the room, and as if it was shouted instead of whispered, it holds a gravitas. It's time. The beastkin's eyes widen, and they nod quickly and turn on their heels to run down many stairs, out the door of the tower, out of the mist and into the world. We break from the mouse's scurry, far away to a temple in the middle of a small city, into the room of one Zirame Cloudstrike. Cody, could you describe her for me?
Yes, I can. Zirame is a beastkin. Mostly canine-based. She's got gray fur with some white marks here and there. Shoulder length, kind of messy lilac hair that falls. Rarely does she keep it up. She's always doing things, moving around, too busy to worry about it. She stands about 6 feet tall. The only thing that kind of deviates from the very canine look she has is she has these dark maroon brown horns that come off her head that bring her closer to about 6'6", and she has a little goat tail instead of the fluffy wolfen tail you might expect out of her. She has bright aqua eyes that always are just alight with mirth and mischief. Her canines are kind of gold-plated. She has a couple little piercings in her ears, these collar type necklaces she wears that you don't always see when she's wearing her in her chainmail.
And Zirame, you are about 2 days out from your pilgrimage. How are you feeling?
She's excited, honestly. She's been raised in this temple. She was left on the temple's doorstep when she was a baby. She was raised with the other orphans within it. Had not more care given to her, but one of the arms of the temple kind of took her under his wing and properly adopted her, more or less. So all she's ever really known is this temple and the small town it's resided in. She's done her schooling here. She's done her training here. When Nakresh chose her and imbued her with her magic, it was one of the best days of her life. But she's never really ventured very far outside of this town because she hasn't needed to. She's been a base level practitioner at this temple her whole 26 years of life. So now that she's finally going on her pilgrimage, potentially starting to being trained properly into maybe becoming an arm herself down the road, it's something exciting, and she just wants to see the world and explore and live.
And you do get to do that with a very close friend, which is a bonus that you wouldn't put with, like, fucking Ramira.
Yeah, she's the worst. She's so no fun.
She's no fun.
She enjoys none of my shenanigans or my antics.
She has a stick up her ass.
She does, and that's real weird for a member of the Nakresh Temple.
Really weird. She looks up to fucking Tizdora,
who also weirdly stick up ass for Temple of Nakresh.
But it's fine. You're going with a friend. You have all the things. You know that the temple, as you go, they have sort of a ceremony to send people off on their pilgrimage, and you know you'll get some supplies there, but you've gathered a good amount, and you wouldn't be surprised if your dad gave you a little something extra. But there is a knock on your door.
She was probably kind of getting the last little thing she has. She doesn't have a lot of belongings in her room, but packs up what little she has, and at the knock, her ear kind of twitches towards the door, and is like, yeah, come in.
And the door opens, and it's Yelto.
Oh, hey, Yelto.
Hi. I know you're gonna leave soon. So I was kind of hoping that maybe we could do one last little experiment to send you on the road.
She's already grinning the minute she sees this little kobold come in. What kind of experiment?
Okay. So I've been working on putting magic inside of stuff all the time. You know this.
Yeah.
But I was like, what if, and I don't know what would happen, but what if I put it in something like not just inanimate, but like food? What if I made magic food?
Magic food could be cool.
Magic food could be so cool. But, I pitched it. And, it's not tested, and I shouldn't just have anyone eat it, is what they said.
What's the worst that could happen? You throw a restoration at someone.
Right. We have plenty of people around here who can do that.
Plenty of people around here.
So anyway, want to eat this cupcake and see what happens?
Sure. What's supposed to happen?
Okay, so hopefully this will have the same effect of, like, a bless spell.
Cool. Okay.
But, I don't exactly have the ability to cast a bless spell, so we'll see what happens.
That's fair. She kind of gives a little sniff for just, popping it in her maw.
You pop it in. It tastes really good.
Flavor's good.
It was clearly taken from the kitchens, and the kitchens know how to cook. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
First roll of the game. Woo.
For such a serious thing.
Well, that's a 17 on the die for a 19.
All right. Yeah, with a 19, goes down, doesn't give you any weird stomach gurgles or nauseated feeling. You feel something.
And, like, she knows what a bless spell feels like. It's not what she keeps prepped often, but she's able to cast it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like bless, but it doesn't feel like bad. Something's happened.
Well, there's definitely magic in it. I don't know if it's bless, but you did something.
Hey, something is better than nothing.
I'll keep you noted on if I notice anything.
Got it. I will say your tongue is a little tingly. It's like the cupcake was almost filled with pop rocks.
Weird.
It didn't affect the taste. It's just that like after sensation.
Yeah. My tongue feels weird.
Oh,
but
sorry.
But not bad weird. It's just
okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me what happens.
I'll keep you posted.
Okay. I'm sorry if it's bad.
No worries.
Kind of scoots off.
She just laughs. Finishes kind of getting whatever she needs to together before throwing her glaive in her sling and leaving her room for the day as well.
Yeah. With people who are, have submitted and seem ready for their pilgrimage, and it's coming up in 2 days, the place it always has an energy being, full of Necretians, but everyone's excited. There's that anticipation and buzz in the air. Mm-hmm. Whether it be from people who are also going on their pilgrimage or just, some of the people who aren't ready to go, just excited to kind of see others off. Even just, like some of your teachers and your priests and stuff, excited for you guys. Mm-hmm. Plus all the organization. And one reason it's particularly buzzing is because it said that Serena is gonna be here to see you guys off.
Oh, damn.
The 8th arm of Nekresh is making an appearance to do the speech to see you guys off, which doesn't happen all the time.
No.
Like, yeah, you've seen her around. She's been here to give a sermon, but she's very busy. She's the 8th arm. So everyone's just
a buzz.
A buzz, even more so. Because you've seen people go on pilgrimages before, and there's always a certain kind of buzz. But knowing that she's coming...
That's major. This is an important pilgrimage.
Yeah. Because, yeah, it's not that she's never overseen one. It's just, usually that's something for, like, your dad's level. Or Tizadora might be.
Mm-hmm. For the 4th or 5th arm.
Yeah.
4th or 5th arm.
Yeah. Still important. Still
important.
Notable, but
not our most important priest.
Yeah. It's filled with that energy, and, you have things to plan still. Lux being your partner, you guys kind of have to settle on the order in which you're going. Mm-hmm. He's not been avoiding it, but he's just sort of like, there's a lot of other things to prep, so it's not like, no, but he seems to get a little... You don't know everything about Lux's past. He keeps it kind of tight-lipped. Mm-hmm. And when he does speak, sometimes he contradicts himself in the very same breath of something he tells you. But you know that something bad happened to him. He was in another temple of Nekresh before being sent here to his safety. You don't know where that is, but logic would assume that's one of the temples you're going to, so he's probably on edge.
Yeah.
But you guys need to get your order down. You need to decide the path you're going to take through these temples. Mm-hmm. So, knowing Lux, he's probably sleeping in because he's Lux. So, if you want to talk to him, you can go to his room. But if there's other people you want to discuss with other things, also totally. But obviously, there's a lot of other people you could check in on, some things you might want to check. But what's Dirame's first thought? What does she want to do in getting ready for preparation?
She kind of wants to bug Nate or Shalor. Just see what they're doing.
That's fair. Go ahead and give me just a D20 roll to see who you do bump into.
19.
19? So yeah, you're walking around.
She's kind of just taking everything in, seeing what all the buzz is about, keeping an ear out, like saying hi to the people she's friends with, and, you know, any of the littler kids that might have gotten away from their daycare group effectively, kind of gearing them back towards where they need to be so they don't get trampled on accident or something.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a few kids. There's one that you catch when you see Shala. They're trying to get a whoopee cushion on her chair, and you can tell Shala clocks it. But she's not going to discourage, so you see her sit down and then go, oh my, what? Oh, you got me. You got me.
It's the classic mama big cat jumping 12 feet in the air when their cub, quote unquote, hunts them.
Exactly. But you see Shala, she's built like a fucking brick house. 7'6", sage gray skin, just so many tattoos, long black wild hair, brown eyes. Sheep fatty.
I was about to say, there's a reason Zira has a crush on her. It's fine. Oh.
And again, for anyone else, she always has like this resting bitch face, but right now she has that smile that lights up a whole room that just is kind of infectious. But you see her kind of ruffle the kid's hair who looks up with her with a little toothless, not completely toothless,
Yeah,
but
just the classic little kid missing their front teeth sort of thing, yeah.
You got me good there, kid. You got me real good. Kind of sees you. Didn't he get me good?
He got you real good.
Yeah. If I didn't know better, I would have thought I farted.
It's true.
That was a big nasty one too. That was good.
Rough. That was rough.
Yeah.
Kind of gives the kid a ruffle of herself and
kind of looks up at you, the little kid, kind of like, you think I'll be ready for my pilgrimage next year?
I don't know about next year, but you're well on your way, kid.
Okay. Yeah, kind of runs off happily, nearly gets trampled, but dodges. Shala kind of looks at you and go, are you excited?
I am. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be weird not being here every day.
Yeah, we're going to miss you.
Obviously.
Who else am I going to train with in the yard? Like, I have everyone, but like, you're fun to train with.
No, I get it. I mean, you did kind of teach me almost everything I know. Like,
exactly.
Dad got me a good bit, but he's a paladin, not a cleric, you know.
Exactly.
That I'm sure you'll whip someone into shape.
I don't use a whip.
I'm sure you'll get someone to be appropriately worthy of training.
Yeah. And with Shala, it's always kind of hard. She has this himbo energy, but you also have seen her be very smart and strategic. So it's that thing of you're never quite sure if the dumb act just plays into her prankful nature, or if sometimes things do just go over her head.
Or if it's what I'm good at, I'm really good at. Other than that, yeah. No, but either way, Zirame always has fun.
But yeah, she kind of nods and she's like, so do you have everything ready? Do you have it set? You have all your supplies? You have like your trip planned? And
got the supplies. Don't fully have the trip planned yet.
Ooh.
Lux has been resistant to talking about our plan. It's fine. I'll go deal with him in a little bit.
I'm sure he knows how important this is.
No, yeah.
Like, he acts like he doesn't care, but he's really excited for this too.
No, yeah. When push comes to shove, I know he's got my back.
But no, we're gonna miss you.
Any sage words of wisdom for me before I head out?
Sage words.
Or just fun words. Fun words are also fine.
I'll give you sage words and fun words.
Even better.
Sage words.
Yes.
Hit hard, but think before you hit hard.
Fair enough.
And for fun words, Bilpazoo.
Bilpazoo. I like it. I dig it.
Keep that in your heart.
I will. I'll keep it very close. Might even get that tattooed on my forehead before I leave.
I mean, we can do that. We should do that. We should get matching tattoos.
Amazing. We should. That'd be great.
Bilpazoo. Yeah. Kind of. Maybe not on the forehead.
Maybe not on the forehead.
But I think it might be too long.
Maybe.
So maybe like down the arm on the bicep.
I dig it.
Yeah.
We can do that.
I think I have them.
We'll figure it out.
Kind of flexes her bicep to kind of try and look.
And Zero just kind of like leans over, like kind of draws a small like trail with her claw. It's like it might not be straight, but like we can fit it in there.
Yeah,
like,
we can get it
yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, she just sort of chuckles, kind of gives you a head ruffle, which from others that might seem a little condescending, but she kind of ruffles everyone's.
No, yeah. Zero May knows that it's just in good fun, and that it's a sign of affection from Shalor. So she laughs, she like gives the half-hearted, okay, enough of that, but like isn't genuinely affronted by it.
Yeah, she kind of nods and goes, Are you just focusing on getting prepared today, or are you gonna maybe attend a sermon, today's sermon?
Yeah, I'll definitely sit in on the sermon today, but...
Yeah, it's, I think Morthium is doing it today. Which, you know, they can be a little long-winded, but it's always a fun one when they do it.
No, they're always good to listen to. Definitely would be dipping if it was Tisdora, but anyway. Hers are so boring and so long.
Like, how many times do we need to hear the same tenants?
We live here, we know that.
Exactly.
Like, it's kind of one of the first things you learn as an Accretian, like...
Yeah. But, yeah, I'll see you there. I'm gonna help out today, you know? I'm not to running the sermons yet, but...
You'll get there.
Yeah. But yeah, I should head off. I have to do some training and stuff.
No, yeah. I just wanted to touch base with you.
Yeah.
I should see you before I leave, since it's not for a couple days, but I wanted to make sure and step in with you.
You know, just say bye to everyone.
Yeah. I'm making the rounds for that kind of thing, yeah.
Okay, I might get a cupcake first, but then I'll go.
Pretty good.
And then she heads off.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Zero May just kind of grins and again gives kind of a look around the room, just taking in all the chaos. She thrives in the chaos, but
yeah, there's so much happening. Like, there's just everywhere. There's pranks being pulled. There's people kind of freaking out, and there's people hugging and crying, and, you know, partners that are going on the pilgrimage together, sort of putting their heads together. Other groups that didn't get paired together, like, kind of hugging and like, I'll miss you. No, I'll miss you. You see this small owl beastkin in the corner that you know is by the name of Niddle.
Mm-hmm.
And Niddle just is kind of looking down. They're going on a pilgrimage, and he's excited, but he didn't have anyone offer to be their partner, so they sort of just got put with someone random, but that person decided that they weren't ready for their pilgrimage.
Oh, that's a bummer.
So Niddle is kind of on his own for this pilgrimage because there just wasn't someone else and everyone else was paired up. So you can see Niddle...
Wouldn't you hate if I made you get a second NPC sheet and invited Niddle along? Because that's Zero's knee-jerk right now.
Yeah, but, you know, they always go out in pairs. Like, yeah, there have been groups of 3, but Niddle is sort of unsure of who to approach for that, but also going out alone is kind of not the thing to do, and so he's kind of been like, do I delay because I don't have anyone? Do I try to go on my own? Do I try to force myself into a group that already has like a set plan?
Yeah,
so
I think seeing them kind of upset in the corner, Zero May will approach them and just like, hey, Niddle.
Looks up because you're tall, and they're like 2'7".
Mm-hmm.
Kind of looks up. Oh, hey, Zero May.
You all right, man?
I don't know. I I don't know what I'm gonna do.
In the least condescending way possible, she crouches to get closer to his eye level.
There's a few groups of 3, so I can't get in with them, and I can't ask some of them to separate, so I have to. That wouldn't be right, and I don't want to go alone. We're not supposed to.
No, yeah, you shouldn't go alone, but there's nothing wrong with asking if you can tag along with another group.
Yeah, I hate to insert myself where I'm not really wanted.
Doesn't mean you're not wanted. They might not know you need a hand.
I think everyone knows my situation by now, Zero May.
All right, let's brainstorm this. And she kind of glances around at the different groups, and who would be the most acquiescent to either having a 4th or doing, yeah, we're just 2 pairs of 2 that kind of go on a similar path, or...
So there's probably a few options.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a group of 3. They're actually triplets named Kone, Canis, and Quill. And, they're tight, so it was kind of obvious they'd all 3 be together. Mm-hmm. But, they don't... You could see one of them, separating from the group. But they'd probably be traveling together. They'd be pretty open to it. They're chill. They kind of are their own clique in and of itself. So Niddle might have a hard time really feeling like a bond there. But they're very welcoming. It's just,
that inherent, we've grown up together, there's a bond here, and then there's Niddle.
Yeah. There's also a pair with a girl named Lysandra and a boy who's kind of a little bit he's pretty young to be going on his pilgrimage, but he thinks he's ready. He's gotten approved. His name is Bosco, and they're not related, but there's that kind of Lysandra is kind of like the big sister to Bosco in that way, where they definitely would not break up, but she's very kind and very, she's the mom friend.
Yeah, and with Bosco being so young, an extra hand may not be a bad thing, sort of thing.
And then there's a group of 3 that it's a little awkward in that group of 3 because it's Marnie and Jasa with Tate, and Tate has dated both of them. And they're on and off, so there's this weird love triangle thing where they both wanted to be with Tate. And there's a lot of contentious, everyone kind of is looking at that and they're like, that group is not gonna do well. Mm-hmm. So you think you could talk probably Tate into removing himself from that complicated situation. And Tate's a solid dude, bit of a fuckboy, but
a solid dude outside of the people he puts his dick in, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Zira kind of looks everyone over and, again, kind of gives Niddle a pat on the back and is like, give me 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And then she'll just kind of double thumbs up. And then she probably approaches Marnie, Jasa, and Tate first, because giving Niddle his own partner is probably for the best instead of putting them in a trio, but that's her second thing of Lysandra and Bosco. She's not touching the triplets.
That's fair. They'd be open and accepting,
but that's an unfair dynamic to shove Niddle into.
But yeah, you go up to Marnie and Jasa and Tate, and you can tell that Tate has sort of checked out as Marnie. She's trying to dictate things, and Jasa, they're okay, you have to let other people that have a say in that. Well, I'm just saying, I think this is the most direct. Tate, I'm right?
Hey guys.
Oh, hi, Zero May.
What's up?
Jasa sort of waves, just for vibes of personality. Jasa is a very chill person. They just sort of go with the flow, but that leads to them getting talked over a lot, and you can tell that it's like that sort of like, hey, just because I don't talk a lot doesn't mean I don't have shit to say and you should listen. Money is that kind of like type A, everything has to be in Money's control, and Tate, like I said, solid dude, bit of a fuckboy, but very friendly, like has that charisma that draws people in. Kind of like the more douchebag-ish frat bro version of Nate.
Fair.
A little bit. Nate doesn't like that I compared them. But has that same vibe.
No, yeah.
So yeah, Money immediately tries to take over the conversation. See, maybe you can help Jasa and Tate see some reason here.
Oh, I'm not here for any of that. That's all on you guys. I actually mostly want to talk to Tate, but kind of you all as a group.
Okay.
Kind of nods towards Niddle's direction. It's like, Niddle doesn't have a partner.
Yeah, we heard that. That really sucks for them. Jasa kind of nods and goes, yeah, I was almost in that situation too.
Well, I had an idea. Maybe Tate could be their partner.
Jasa looks opposed to the idea, but not in that like, oh, but I'm here to be with Tate. It's more in a, but then I'm stuck with Money. And Money has it in the other way of like, I joined this group to try and get back together with Tate. Tate just kind of goes, yeah, no, that was cool. I mean, I'd be for that. But you already committed to this group, and we've already planned so much.
Yeah, but we still have a couple days before we head out. You could readjust your plan, and we're supposed to help each other, right? Needle needs a hand.
I mean, yeah. Jason kind of goes, I mean, yeah, it's not right for Niddle to have to miss out on pilgrimage because no one will go with them. Kind of sighs, looks at Money and like dread, looks at Tate. I'm fine with it. Tate goes, yeah, I thought maybe Niddle would try and ask, someone else or something. I know we're not the closest, but I'd be for it.
Cool. Just double thumbs up.
Yeah, Money's like, but it's that thing of like, I had a plan and now the plan is failing and now I don't. That very type A plan is falling apart thing.
It's like you've got time to readjust. It's like Zirame has just enough self-control to be like, it'll probably do all you fuckers some good to be apart too, so you could actually focus on your pilgrimage.
Yeah.
But that's not her business.
Yeah, because the dynamic, while there is this weird love triangle, it's like Jasa isn't in this. Like, Tate is just their friend that they fucked around with, and they do have sexual tension, but it's not like, it's Money who has made Jasa the rival and Tate someone to get back.
And Marnie seems very focused on the whole point of the pilgrimage is to force proximity with my boyfriend to get us back together.
Yeah.
And that's not healthy.
Yeah. Like, on the one hand, removing Jasa would probably also be kind, but like removing Tate, because Marnie is not going to have a proper pilgrimage, and by extension, therefore, Tate.
And by extension, Jasa.
Yeah.
So it's like, we're just going to pluck him out. One, he's probably the least likely to make Niddle's life a living fucking hell on this pilgrimage. You two can figure it out. So Zero just kind of grins. Great. Grabs Tate, drags him back over. Bye, guys.
Hi. See you, Zero May.
Drags him back over to Niddle. It's like, solved your problem, bud. It only took me 5 minutes.
What? Oh, hi, Tate. I thought you had a partner.
2, technically.
Yeah, no, you're much preferable.
Kind of gives him a pat on the back. It's like, yeah, I thought I was also saving your ass in the process.
I just wanted to go with with Jason. But then
Marnie did Marnie's thing, yeah.
Yeah. You know, she wasn't even going to do pilgrimage this year until she found out I was doing it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, now she gets to do her pilgrimage, and I feel a little bad for Jason, I'm not going to lie. But
kind of nods and kind of bends down, pats on the shoulder, just like, well, yeah, we can do this, bud. So, what plan do you have so far? And they start. Thank you, Zero May.
Yeah, no problem, bud. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah,
raises a wing.
Yeah, again, just double thumbs up and moves on again. Starts making the rounds again.
I knew there was a risk he'd be like, no, just join us.
No, just come with me and Lux.
And then I'd be like, give me a minute.
Because that was her knee jerk. Oh, he can just come with us. There's no problem with that.
Yeah.
2 NPCs with us that Emery has to run the rest of the campaign. Zara's just so friendly. She likes to help in her own Zero May way.
And like, I would have done it, but
no, yeah.
But yeah, with that, you go on to continue your rounds, and that is where we'll take a break. But not really, because this is on Patreon. See you soon! Welcome back! So, Zero May, you're continuing around again. You're seeing a lot of things going on. Pranks happening. One person seems to have fully broken an ankle in the pursuit of a prank.
Oh, no. She can't help with that. She's not a Healy cleric.
No.
It's like, that sucks, bud. Let me at least get you up and in a chair sort of thing.
But, yeah, it's as the day goes on, it is just becoming more and more chaotic.
Mm-hmm. Which, again, Zero May thrives in the chaos. That she has no problem with that. She loves it. But kind of, if she doesn't see Lux by, like, lunchtime, she will finally make her way to his room.
Do you just walk in and
If it's unlocked, she will.
It is unlocked.
Oh, then yeah, she just kind of gives like a bang bang, and it's like, Lux, wake up.
You go in. Lux is fully awake.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of in the middle of something. Kind of, you see in the bed is a human girl that you know from around. Her name is Tara. And Lux sort of slithers out from under the covers. Hey.
You should really lock your door, man. What's up, Tara?
Hi. Just kind of looks down. You see Lux is a snake beastkin, kind of has the full lower half being a sort of metallic blue tail. Upper half is very humanoid. Like, if you didn't see the rest, you might just think he's like an elf, but clearly not. Kind of has some blue scales on sides of his face, but just sort of gives you a crooked grin with a little bit of fang. And Tara was sending me off.
Something was off.
She was getting there.
Again, this feels like it's on you for not locking the door. She is nice enough to like mostly close the door behind her, but
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, we got planning to do, man.
We do have that. We do. Tara, can we rain check. Rain check. I mean, unless Zero May wants to join in.
Nah, I'm good. That's nice.
Kind of grins, and she kind of, sorry. And
Zero just kind of shrugs. She's like, oh, you're fine.
Yeah, and she heads off. So what do you want?
To plan our pilgrimage, my guy.
Yeah, we've done plans.
She just fixes him with an unimpressed look.
What we have?
Going out, doing our pilgrimage. Not exactly a plan. I know I fly by the seat of my pants a lot, but that's even more than I normally do.
You know, we decided we were going to go to the Feivu temple first. That's a plan.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do the whole.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, well, I don't see why we can't just sort of, here to Feyru, to Radel, to Jedlin, and then to Ull, and then to Hearth, and then to Gressel, and then we're done.
And then to Nelturn.
Right, yeah. We definitely have to go to Nelturn.
Yeah.
We can go there last.
Okay.
There, plan.
Do you have all your shit?
Yeah, I have my shit.
Do you?
I'm pretty sure. Kinda goes and... Yeah, I have most of my shit. I went shopping, I had the plan, and... Like I said, I had thought about the order, we just hadn't talked about the order. Do you want a different order? We can do a different order.
I mean, the other option is to do Nelturn first and work backwards that way.
I think that's a bad idea.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, because we...
Care to elaborate?
Yeah, we have to go across the ocean, that'll take a while. Let's just, Feyru is so close. We can just knock that out and just sort of follow the natural path.
I mean, it's still a natural path going across the ocean to Nelturn and going backwards that way of Nelturn to Gressel to Hearth to Ull to Jedlin to Radel to Feyru and home.
I think it's just as natural to do Nelturn last and then just quick skip across the ocean to come home.
Is it a quick skip or a long travel? You can't have it both ways, but
it's a paradox where it is a long way there, but a short way back. That phenomenon.
Yeah, she's kind of doing that thing where those bright aqua eyes are staring into his soul.
I mean, I don't care. If you want to go to Nelturn first, we can go to Nelturn first. It's not a big deal. Whatever. It's not, I don't have any particular feelings on Nelturn.
Yeah, clearly. That's some real apathy I'm sensing from you, bud.
Yeah. You know me. I go with the flow.
Unless the flow is to Nelturn.
The flow doesn't feel like it's going in that direction. Kind of feels like. Plus, we'd have to get a boat, and we're probably not going to have enough starting money to get a boat to go there. So it's better to go the long way to eventually gather the money to be able to get on a boat, get to Gressel, and then, yeah. Logic, Zero May, come on. But yeah, if you want to go to Nelturn first, we can. I just think it might be bad planning.
Zero doesn't get serious often. That's not her vibe. She's not as bad as Shalor, but it's in that kind of vein of I'm just here to have a good time sort of thing.
Yeah.
But she kind of crosses her arms over her chest, kind of cocks her head to give him a look. It's like, bud, you don't have to give me your whole life story, but you can just say, I don't want to go to Nelturn yet. You can be honest without bearing your soul and all that.
I'm not ready to go to Nelturn right away.
Okay. Then to Feyru it is.
Okay.
See, was that really so hard?
I mean, it was a bit ago. Yeah, you can tell. This is a normal Lux thing. Like, he's been serious with you and open with you before, but it's like, as soon as he gets uncomfy, he has to make some sort of joke.
No, yeah. Again, it's one of their understandings. Just like Zero doesn't get serious often, he doesn't, but once the uncomfy thing is talked about, yeah, move on.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. And, what haven't you got? You said you got most of your shit. What haven't you gotten yet?
Yeah, just, a few components for some of my spells. Not a lot, just some of the more pricey ones.
Like what?
I just, I still need to get the Bloodhound thing for locate. They're kind of hard to find.
Well, I managed to get a couple because I talked to Nate about needing some of those.
Yeah.
So I have a few, but I can see if I can get with him to get you a couple too.
Yeah, that'd be good. Because I have like one or two, but I know I'm gonna need more.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah.
So I'd like to have like a supply.
Well, at least between the two of us, we'll have a few.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still need to hunt Nate down anyway. So.
Okay, yeah, and then, I was thinking of, like, maybe getting some healing potions or some stuff.
Yeah, that wouldn't hurt to get on hand.
Yeah.
Because healing's not my thing.
Yeah. And, like, I can do a bit.
But still, having something like we can just neck as needed.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, if you could ask Nate, I know he has a way of just being able to get anything.
Yeah. It's a trick I'd like to know one day. I know he just knows people and keeps stashes in weird places so he can look impressive, but still.
And then, like, honestly, he likes you more.
That's fair.
So it'll be like, I could ask him and he'd probably ask me, like, a bigger IOU one, where you might get a tinier IOU one.
Nah, yeah.
But yeah, no, I appreciate it.
No. Anything else, just ask, man.
Yeah, no. I just didn't want to put that on you, I know we're a team, but, like, also I gotta pull my own shit.
Well, if you need help, that's not you passing it off. What's passing it off is you fucking Tara instead of getting your shit together.
Look. I'm nervous. And I just need to blow off some steam.
After you get your shit together.
Fair enough. Kind of gives you a grin, gives you, like, a little...
Oh, yeah. Just kind of a mutual, like, shoulder bump or forearm bump kind of thing. Like, no hard feelings.
Yeah.
It's
You're
just,
not actually mad that he was fucking Tara.
Just giving him shit as she does.
Yeah. And, like, you understand that he's clearly dealing with something when it comes to Nelda.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, she'll make her way out. If I see Tara, I'll tell her she can come back.
appreciate it.
She gives zero fucks. She has no modesty or shame. She doesn't give a shit.
No, that's fair. And honestly, good on Lux being able to beg Tara. She's
hot.
Yeah.
Not quite Zero's type, but she hot.
Yeah. A little too
meek
little
for Zero
too
May.
meek. Yeah. But yeah, you head off.
Double the reason to keep an eye out for Nate now, but probably checks his normal haunts, because, like, big noisy crowds are both his thing and the complete opposite of his thing.
Yeah.
When he's not trying to steal from these people, they're not his thing.
Or, like, hear information. Yeah. So you check some of his normal haunts, and in classic Nate fashion, you've sort of, like, you're not actively looking when he suddenly pops up next to you and is like, "You've been looking for me, huh?"
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I'm right here. What's up?
I need another favor.
So many of me nowadays.
Well, I only have so much longer before I don't have you ask for favors anymore.
You know what? That's fair. What do you need, sweetheart?
Well, I need more of those Bloodhound figurines if you can. Lux has the spell too, and I gave him mine, so I need more.
Look, I like you.
I know. And then if you had any, like, basic healing potions or anything, you could push my way before we head out.
I mean, I could.
Mm-hmm. You know, I know better than to ask for anything for free, so just name your price.
So, I get if this isn't one you'd want to do, but... So your dad.
What about my dad?
In his office, he's got a book. I'd like that book.
What's the book?
It's got, like, a purple cover and some gold on it, and you'll know it when you see it.
Do I know what it is already?
You've seen your dad. You don't know 100% what it is, but it is something your dad keeps, not, like, guarded or hidden, but it's clearly important. Especially if he hasn't sat down and been like, Zero May, this is, It's clearly something important, but it's not, like...
temple important.
Yeah.
I'll think about it. Okay. But if I decide no on that one...
Fair enough.
What's your backup?
Okay, my backup is, 2 things.
Alright, fair enough.
He kind of looks and, his kind of cranes his neck, his Necretian tattoo full on display as he just makes sure that no one else is around. Like, on some level, he always is aware if people are listening in, but... okay. First one I know you're gonna like to do. You might just do it for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Tis Dora.
Mm-hmm.
She fucking... And this is bullshit, because I am her superior, but... She took my favorite lighter because I may have set something of hers on fire. And, like, I can go get it, but... if she sees me skulking around her office... But it's my favorite.
You say that like if she catches me skulking around her office, she's
But she might not know what it's for.
Maybe not, but that would make her even more suspicious. But fair enough.
Yeah. And then... I need... you to, I know he's not around right now. But, Rack?
Mm-hmm.
Just go in his office and kind of gives you a button. Put that.
Anywhere in particular?
Someone not super noticeable, but not, like, shoved away.
Fair enough. So what do I get if I do all three of them now?
Oh, you could do all three. I'll give you something extra special. Give you an extra special item.
Still not sold on my dad.
Fair enough.
But I'll at least do the other two.
All right.
Kind of snatches the button out of his hand. And that seems the easiest to do first. Again,
Yeah.
Rack's not around. He's busy, so easy enough to potentially slip into his office and tuck that away somewhere.
Yeah, it's not even, like, you'll have to do a little bit of a... His office door is locked.
Mm-hmm.
So there's getting in that. So really it's just how you want to get in. Do you break the lock? Do you try to pick it?
I mean...
If it's
Yeah, fuck it. She has mending.
amazing.
I was like, well, she doesn't want to, like, permanently break it. I was like, well, it won't be permanent. So yeah, just kind of a little knock on the handle to break the lock loose. Kind of the minute the door's pushed open, cast a little mending on it to get it fixed up.
Amazing. Where do you hide it?
What's his office look like, for one?
So, being the seventh hand, his office is quite big. He's also an avian beastkin, so you're not overly surprised that there's, like, perches all throughout. But other than the perches, there's this really big bookcase, and then a desk, and then, like, in the upper thing of the room, there's, like, this almost hammock type thing where he probably uses it to, like, take a nap in his room, but otherwise it's pretty bare bones.
Is it just books on the bookcase, or are there any, like,
There's some
knickknacks and
trinkets.
Okay. And then... So she'll probably start with, like, the bookcase if it doesn't need to be super, super unattainably to retrieve hidden, but out of the way where he won't accidentally stumble on it, like, on his desk or something. So if there's a trinket or two, she can, like, kind of tuck it behind. That's something that he won't necessarily grab for or anything.
Make either perception or investigation.
Kind of keeping an eye out, as Nate has taught her, for, like, dust lines and shit. That's a nat 20 for a 25 perception. Thank you.
Yeah, you find something that clearly has never been moved since it's been there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's been cleaned, but it hasn't even been, like, picked up.
Mm-hmm.
And with that nat 20, you're perceptive enough to sort of pick it up, put the button under and place it right back down in the exact spot.
Good. And then, yeah, she'll slip out again. Doesn't have any way to relock the door, but it won't be surprising to anyone to find my office was locked and now it's not anymore.
Yeah.
So she's not too worried. She's just making sure, kind of like does that thing where she puts her ear up to the door, make sure no one's walking by before she slinks out and makes her way away from the office. And then, yeah, she'll make her way carefully to Tizdora's office.
Yeah, you go to Tizdora's office. There are so many locks on Tizdora's door. But you also hear movement inside. You're pretty sure she is currently in there. Or she's getting robbed by someone else in the temple. Honestly,
Who's to say?
and you can make, obviously, if you have your own ideas, go for it. But an insight check for maybe something you think might lure her out. Because you know her pretty decently.
No, yeah, I was double checking the wording on thaumaturgy on if I could change the sound of my voice as well to just have her dad's voice come from down the hallway.
Amazing.
But no, it's just I can make my voice louder. I can't change my voice. Depends on how fucky you want to get with the spell. Another option is you create an instantaneous sound that originates from a point of your choice within range, such as a rumble of thunder, a cry of the raven, or ominous whispers. So, yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
No, that's fair. I knew it wouldn't be like a full Windfire's voice saying full sentences, but maybe like a whisper of her name that kind of gets her attention sort of thing. But,
Yeah.
But I will go ahead and roll that insight check. And I will boop of guidance myself because I can. Oof. I needed it that time. That is a 13.
With a 13, you know your dad's a pretty good thing. She'd be suspicious if you were like, hey, my dad asked for you, but she wouldn't.
She would reprimand me later if she found out it was a lie. She wouldn't run the risk of disappointing Windfire first. Yeah.
Exactly. Or you could go the route of tattling, of like, hey, there's something major going on, like that sort of thing. Both would require probably deception checks.
Which I am not good at. I have a 10 in charisma, and as much as we wanted to have proficiency in deception, we don't.
But yeah, depending on what option you pick, one is easier than the other.
I think we're going to go a route that's not inherently deceptive. It's a little deceptive, but you did say someone got their ankle broken earlier. So Zirame just kind of knocks on Tizdora's door.
After a moment, door kind of opens. You see dwarven woman, hair in a neat bun, high cut beard, kind of looks at you a little. Zirame, what brings you here?
Well, third arm, Tizdora. Things are getting... You know I love chaos as much as the next guy, but someone got their ankle broken out in the main thing, and I don't know if anyone's gotten a chance to look at it yet. I got him in a chair, but you know me, I'm not a healer. And what?
Neither am I.
Well, you know who to talk to. There's a lot... No one listens to me, and there's just a lot going on right now.
Make a... Again, you're not being deceptive, but you also kind of are.
Can I argue persuasion?
I'll allow persuasion.
Since I at least have a +2 in that.
Ooh. Soft 20.
She kind of sighs and nods. You know, redoes her locks. Goes, well, thank you for telling me. Where were they?
It was right outside the main temple. I got them set up in a chair there, but everyone's kind of going around doing their thing, planning.
And it was Atticus. You know, he's kind of quiet on his own. And
No, that's fair. I'll go check. And she goes, and depending on what you want to do here, I'll allow you a sleight of hand as she's closing the door to try and just subtly make it so it doesn't fully close. And, you know, you have thaumaturgy, so you could even make it sound like the door closing or something. And obviously, if you have another idea, but like I said, there are multiple locks. It would take you some time to...
No.
Time that you may not have.
Time I probably won't have. Yeah. Because for all I know, Atticus has been tended to by now. It's been a while since then.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't have much in the way of... Is her office an outdoor face? Like, is there a window? What floor are we on?
It is on the second floor, but it does have a window, yes.
Then
There might be stuff on the window. I don't know if you've tried to get in window side to her office before.
probably not.
So, you know, with how secure she is about things, because she is an Equestrian, so she knows how you guys think. So, like, there might be something there, but also she's not magical, so it's probably not, like, an alarm or something, you know?
No, I was more thinking if the window was perchance unlocked, Thaumaturgy could also open that right
is
before she opened, or right before she closed the door.
There is a window. It's hard to tell from just the door if it's unlocked, but it's worth a go.
No, yeah. It's one of those, for now, that'll probably be plan B on sneaking around to the window if she has to real quick. But for now, we'll try to do the subtly keep the door from closing entirely and doing a thaumaturgy to cover it up of the click lock.
All right, go ahead and do a sleight of hand.
Oh no. I'm scared. Oh no. That flipped it over.
that's a 5.
So yeah, she starts to go. You subtly kind of, you don't even, I think, the plan wasn't like to put your foot, it was just sort of to knock it a little bit so it didn't fully close, but you ended up like fully putting your foot
Yeah, I
in
tripped.
between, and then it like did close on your foot, which I don't think you made like a ah sound, but it's a lot more noticeable than just like a little. She kind of pauses, looks at you with a raised brow.
I tripped. I'm sorry. I'm very clumsy, you know that. But she will like kind of walk away from her door.
Yeah.
She's not trying to start a fight.
Yeah. She recloses, she double checks things because now she's a little
suspicious, yeah.
But she does go often.
Yeah. And Zira's not pushing her luck with that. She knows the door would take her a long ass time, even breaking all the locks and mending them all.
Yeah.
So she is going to try to quickly go out and around to the window.
Make a... Unless you have a climbing speed.
I do, because I'm an agile beastkin.
I thought you might, but I wanted to make sure. So yeah, with your climbing speed, you're able to scale. Make a stealth check, though.
No, that's fair.
Like, it probably, depending on who sees you, it might not be a big deal. People might just be like, oh.
18.
Yeah, it's not that no one sees you.
It's just no one cares because it's his door.
It's that no one really cares, and the people who matter and would care aren't the ones seeing you.
Yeah, and anyone who does see me knows I never do anything like cruel.
Yeah.
It's just like the move everything 2 inches to the left sort of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, scuttles up to her window, kind of gives it a push to see if it's unlocked or not.
It is not unlocked.
Fuck it, the window she'll break and crawl through and mend.
Amazing.
So yeah, it's just kind of like, try to open it, kind of glance around again, get a little higher, and then just like elbow through it and crawl in. She's wearing chains, she's fine. Yeah. Mends it, and then I'm sure her drawer of contraband is a well-known spot she keeps shit.
Yeah.
Zero May is aware it's probably locked and or trapped,
Yeah,
but...
it's not even a drawer. It's a full chest.
So yeah, she will try to get into the chest.
Breaking or picking?
She'll try to go the subtler route of picking first, but if you allow her to have thieves' tools, I know she's not proficient in them.
Yeah. I'll allow you to maybe not have like the most ideal, but you
Have
have
a
an Equestrian.
set.
You have something.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like fucking bobby pins, like
That's a 13.
you hear a click.
Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on. 15. Because guidance.
meets a pizza.
Yay!
So yeah, for a bit you're like, oh, and you think you're gonna break because again, I don't think you have official thieves
No,
tools.
it's just try to... It's like, okay, Nate says to look for this and then feel for that. I don't even know what feel the bearing means, but...
Yeah, and then like Lux also is proficient in thieves tools, so it's like, okay, well, when Lux does it, you know, but you manage to pop it open.
Okay, pop open the thing and find the lighter. What else is in here?
Oh, there's so much shit. There's like firecrackers. There's whoopee cushions. There's like a BB gun kind of thing. Like it's a blow dart gun, but and there's a spell scroll of rope trick.
She knows Nate's probably going to mostly get blamed for this, but she'll take the firecrackers and the rope trick scroll and his lighter before closing it and locking it again. And then unlock the window this time to crawl back out.
So you crawl out.
She does at least close the window behind her. She knows she can't lock it, but... And then we'll make her way to her dad's office to at least get her eyes on the journal to see what about it Nate might want.
That's fair. So yeah, you head to your dad's office. You don't have to do any sneaking on that.
No. It's not uncommon for me to stop by my dad's office. In that vein, I probably also have a key to his office.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you go. He's been prepping a lot to, you know, send people off and
prepping for Serena to come.
yeah.
So
He's been a little stressed. Not like horribly, but a little overworked, a little stressed.
no, yeah.
But you open the door, you come in, he has a smile. You know, his stern eyes always kind of soften when he sees you and goes, "Oh, Steva,
Hey, Dad.
what is it?"
No, just making the rounds.
Oh, that's fair.
Getting in some last minute trouble before I leave, you know.
Of course. Not too much, I hope.
I've probably bugged his door a little bit, but it's fine.
Fair enough. I will tell you, don't go looking. I have a going away present for you.
I don't try to spoil your surprises. Just, I have learned from the best, and you don't always hide them best.
Oh. I feel offended. Kind of smiles at you and gestures for you to sit down, make yourself comfortable.
She's not... Like, she's just kind of looking around, but she's done that a million times of, I'm bored and have ADHD, what can I entertain myself with?
Yeah.
So just kind of looking around.
And the journal, whatever it is, isn't hard to find. It's usually around the same spot.
So yeah, kind of pulls out one book, looks at it. Probably has done this a million times of, ooh, what's that? That's boring. Ooh, what's that? That's boring.
Yeah.
Probably does that to a few things, including that journal.
Yeah, does kind of go, I haven't gotten anything new that you'd be interested in, sweetheart.
You never know. You never know. Is there anything on the spine or the front of that journal that kind of gives way to what it might be?
You think if there are words on this, they've been magically hidden.
That's fair.
And there's a little lock on it, but, you know, for Nate, that wouldn't be an issue.
It's just one of those, for Nate, it wouldn't be an issue. But I want to know what I'm giving you before I give it to you since it's for my dad. Yeah. But yeah, kind of puts it back for now. Does finally flop in the chair across from him.
Do you have everything planned?
Yep.
Everything you need?
Working on that.
Fair enough. Did you finally get Lux to make a plan with you?
Yes.
Well, that's good.
Barged into his room earlier and we got that taken care of.
Well, that's good. I know that was getting a little irritating.
It's just Lux. He's got his reasons.
Fair enough.
You need help?
No. Nothing... nothing you'd want to help with.
Doesn't mean I won't.
Paperwork.
Ooh. Yeah, you don't want me helping with that.
No. Just making sure everything's set up for pilgrimage, sending off, and making sure that Savina, everything is as she likes it. But it's the little things. You've helped me a bit on some things. But unless you want to go and what Yelto is trying to spike the food with magic, which is usually I don't mind. But if
I mean, so far nothing's happened. They brought me a cupcake this morning. They warned me with what they were trying to do, but nothing bad happened.
that is fair, but if something bad does happen and it's to Serena,
No, that's fair.
just make it so they're not doing it to just anything. Maybe somehow talk with them so it's not unexpected and those who eat it know what they're getting into if they choose to eat it.
No, that's fair. Yeah, I can talk to them.
But no, that's about as much as I think you'd be willing to help me with, sweetheart.
That's fair. Again, you don't want me to help with paperwork.
Oh, absolutely not. The last time I did, it was just you double checking things, and I don't know how you managed. I think you say it was an accident, but I think you changed 10 to 100 in the order just for a bit of fun.
She kind of grins at that. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about, Dad.
Oh. No, we still have some of those spatulas. We did not need that many spatulas.
I don't know. That one cook liked to accidentally melt them half the time or burn them half the time, so we went through a lot, to be fair.
It's been a year, and we still have 65. Kind of smiles fondly, not actually upset.
No, yeah. She knows the difference between stirred dad genuinely upset and stirred dad I have to pretend to be upset. What's that?
Kind of looks at you, eyes you up. Why are you really here?
I can't just come see my dad when I am leaving in 2 days on the longest time away from home I've ever been. I'm offended.
You absolutely can, and I'm so happy to see you. Why are you here?
Recon.
Oh. For?
I need a favor from Nate. He needs a favor from me. You know how it goes.
Fair enough. What's the favor?
Well, I need a few more of those Bloodhound statuettes.
Mm-hmm.
Because Lux and I both have that spell. And we wanted to see if we could snag some health potions.
Fair enough. You know, I'm willing to give you some.
Yeah, I know, but it's more fun this way.
All right.
Which I won't say no to extra if you also want to give some, but it's always fun to play Nate's games.
Fair enough. What does Nate require from me? I have some ideas, but...
You can see she kind of debates for a minute, because this is effectively snitching. She doesn't normally snitch, but again, this is her dad. It's different.
And he might be willing to play along.
He wanted your purple journal.
Oh, of course he does.
What is it? Diary?
No. As if I would leave that in full display. I know better than that. Kind of gets up, gets the journal, tapes a key, opens it, slides it over to you. It's plans, thoughts, strategies things of the like. Some trickier, some not as tricky, and I have a feeling he's just interested to see what it is, because I don't tell people what it is.
That's fair. He doesn't like
not knowing. No,
that's fair.
Nothing I'm overly worried about.
Do you also want to rig it with like one of those can snakes? So when he opens it, it pops in his face.
That would be fun.
Right.
Better. Kind of goes, gets a little thing and goes. So when he opens it, just flower right in the face.
Amazing. 10 out of 10. So yeah, very carefully arranges that in, puts the lock back on it so it seems like she did actually steal it.
There, he gets what we want, what he wants, and we get a laugh.
Exactly. Thanks, Dad.
Of course.
Gives him kind of like, leans down to give him a quick kiss on the cheek before making her way out again.
You head off to go give that to Nate, and you head down to go give it to Nate, and you know you're well on your way to being ready to finally go on your pilgrimage. And that's where we'll end our episode. Woo! Woo! We hope you guys had just as much fun listening as we had playing.
Welcome to our new little side campaign, our new little world, with my chaotic war cleric, Zara May.
So much fun. It's gonna be a hell of a ride. We hope you enjoyed the kind of prologue, kind of session 0, kind of session 1.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, remember, you guys,
play to your you.
Play to your you. I don't know if that's going to be our sign off for this. It feels like it should be something unique, but for this first one, you know what? Play to your you.
Play to your you.
Right now. Bye.
Bye.